Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Marie-Lourdie Wilson. So today you are going to keep me company in the traffic. I'm leaving work right now. It's Friday. Hopefully traffic will be better. So let me talk to you guys. What I want to talk to you about today is, of course, relationship, guys. Let's talk about relationship. I'm not an expert, but I've been married 9 years now and approaching 10 years. I think, to be honest with you, when you find the right partner, mariage, I will say it in French, I will pronounce it in French, mariage, it's one of the most beautiful things you can do. Not to be afraid when you find the right person to be fully committed. You know, the reason why, there is different reason. First of all, as a nurse, you see it all. I work in geriatric, I work in palliative, I work in labor and delivery. That means I see the beginning of life, I see the end of life. And this journey is a long journey. So when you find the right person that want to be in a committed relationship, I'm telling you, this journey that's called life becomes so sweet, becomes so much better. So recently, thank you, sir. So recently I was going somewhere and I said, oh, I need to take the train. I had my laptop with me, I had my cell phone. So as I was waiting, the train station was busy, right? And I was like, oh, let me find a corner so I can charge my laptop. I don't like crowds. So whenever, if I'm somewhere there's crowd, I'm trying to remove myself, find somewhere quiet I can sit, or I can read a book, or listen to a podcast while I'm waiting. So the train station was extremely busy. And I said, you know what, let me find a corner so I can charge my laptop while I'm waiting, and I can catching up in my lecture at school and catching up a couple emails from work. Guys, from all the busyness, I found a little corner. In that corner, it was an elderly couples. I will say maybe the man was like 88 and the woman was maybe around 85 or 82. So this elderly couple was sitting in a corner, and the man pulled up a sandwich and it was already cut. He took half, he gave the wife half. They sitting in a corner quietly eating their sandwich. I was sitting there and observing them. Guys, I had a moment. As I was sitting there quietly observing them, I said, this is what relationship is all about. Like, you can tell they're older, they're frail, and the crowd, it's too much for them, so they move themselves away from the crowd and they're sitting there peacefully, one sandwich share in two, and while they're waiting for the train to come. Guys, that simple moment moved me. That's what relationship is all about. It's not like when you and your youth, you have it all, you can have 10, 20 women left and right. This is what relationship is all about. It's when you come to that stage of life, you have someone by your side, very quiet, you don't have to say much. The person knows you so much to give you space if you need, or know you so much to sit next to you to just keep you company, you know. So I see like, I see life differently, maybe because of my experience as a registered nurse. I see relationship differently. I see life differently. Another example, I remember when I was working in palliative floor, and this elderly man, his diagnosis, he has less than 2 months to live, and the wife's been by his side every single day. The only time she will leave, if the daughter came quickly, she will go home, grab stuff for the next day. She will always be by his side. And one night when I was starting and she broke down, I went, I said, how you doing? Because I can hear like she was crying. So I went to check on her. When you have it all, you have your health, you're stable, you can have partner left and right, and you think like, oh, it's fine, I don't need women. Trust me, guys, a woman will keep you alive longer when you find the right woman. Because I am in the profession, I am privileged, where I say women that take their wife title very seriously, that their husband got sick, they will jump everything just to be by their side, just to be next to their partner. So, you know, it's like when you find the right person that's going to stick by you no matter what, it's a beautiful, beautiful community. I know they always encourage us to do it alone, especially men. Like, you don't need a wife. You can get butt cheeked for $25,000 if you want. You have Onlyfans. But my advice for you, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. If you can find time to find the right woman that is mentally stable, that's going to be there by your side no matter what, it's a beautiful thing. Black kids, they don't have a lot of role model, guys. They don't have a lot of role model. I am tired to see a lot of black men, when they're young, they're going left and right. They don't want to settle. They don't want to settle. They will come up with any kind of reason not to settle. You will see them coming to the hospital alone. You will see them going to crisis alone, not going to it alone, but they don't take the time to call people to say, oh, you know what, I've been in the hospital for 2 weeks now. Like, you know, it's like they take pride to show I can do it alone. It's harder. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, if you find the right woman who is mentally stable, you know, who has your back, this journey is going to be so peaceful. Like, I enjoy life, guys, because my husband make it easier for me. And when he needs me, I make it easier for him to say, babe, I heard you. That's one of your concern. I am on it. At the same time, if something's going wrong in his life, you will see how fast I reinforce, like, I know I'm your wife, I know my role, that's your expectation from me, I got you. You know, it's like, guys, simple example, like, I'm seeing elderly Caucasian couple come in the hospital, so frail, but they're holding each other's hand. They're holding each other's hand. They have each other. You know, when I was working in palliative, and one of the wives was saying to me, Marie, like, I'm afraid to sleep in the bed right now, because for so many years, like, my husband has always been by my side. I don't know what to do. I'm going home. I see she was losing weight. I said, Mrs. So-and-so, you're losing weight. She was like, Marie, like, I cannot eat because I always have dinner with my husband. Like, stuff she's saying, it's like, there's stuff you hear as a registered nurse, you cannot unhear it. There's stuff you see as a registered nurse, you want to go through life, not to repeat other people's mistake. You know? Recently, I was even talking to my dad. I said, Daddy, why you didn't choose someone? Like, My dad has so many different baby mother. All of us, I only have one true sister. Even recently, I had a profound conversation with my dad. My dad has 7 kids. Forgive me if I miscount, if I forget one of you, but there's 7 of them I truly know that we talk. And he has different baby mother. And I say, at the end of the day, you choose to raise us as a single dad. And even when we all left the house, you choose to stay as single. It was so hard for you to choose one. Why it was so hard for you to choose one? And he even told me, he said, Marie, this is one of my biggest regrets in life. And I am glad that you did not repeat that mistake I made, because when it was time for me to choose, I didn't want to choose. Now, I am in my 70s. I realize it's one of my biggest mistakes. I should have choose someone and create that life with. So cool. As a race, what are we doing? It's not cool. Like, you have all these beautiful young women no man wants to be committed with, and then they will settle for millions for people with no soul, people that's there just to suck them dry, just to collect their hard working money. You're gonna tell me, you get up. I know maybe 10 million is nothing for you, but you still have to get up to go make that money. You still have to get, as a man, you still have to get up to say, like, you know what, I have to get up to make that $1 million business. I have to get up to make that million from scratch. But you think like it's beneath you to find a good wife to sit there, to share experience, to share your money. The wife's gonna protect your money. She's not gonna wanna steal from you. But that money you make, you're gonna give it to her Onlyfans just like that, just because you can. That show me you have a lack of control. You cannot control yourself. Like, how can I look up to you to say, oh my God, you can be so disciplined in this area, that area that needs your attention the most, you cannot be disciplined at it? For me, I don't think it's cool. I don't, especially when you reach a certain age. There's a certain age, I understand. If you're young, you're a millionaire, women showing at you and stuff like that, you want to flex, okay. But when you're approaching your 50, your 60, there's nothing wrong to find a good woman and settle to say, you know what, this woman's gonna protect my sanity. This woman is going to protect my bag that I'm working so much for. Guys, let me tell you, true story. As a woman, you will know when you meet a man. You will know when you meet a boy. You will know it, guys. We know. We know. If you decide to get played, it's because you're ready to get played. Because you know you're dealing with a boy. You know you're dealing with an immature man. You know you're dealing with a man, even though he said like his age is 57 or 60, but he trapped in a boy body. He has like, for me, you know, I will never forget, guys. When I left Montreal, I transitioned to Toronto. I went to Humber College. I met Floyd Wilson. This man left his seat across the room, find me, and he came and shook my hand. Guys, this handshake rewired my entire brain. I was like, what the hell was that? The handshake, guys, I know at that moment I met him, I met a man. And I told him that all the time. I always think, like, first time I met you, you look at me, you introduce yourself with that confident handshake, like lock eye contact with me, shook my hands, remember my name, your posture. Like, I know I met a man. Not only I met a man with character. You know, I test him. We were good friends for years, guys. We were extremely good friends, studying together, very close together. At that time, I couldn't speak English properly. Like, he was cracking joke, I couldn't understand. He was trying to articulate himself different ways, so I couldn't understand. Like, Floyd Wilson and I, we came from way back, guys. Way back. That's why today, if something goes, we was like, oh, this is small potato. We're gonna fix this. because we know each other way back. If I pick up the phone, okay, I say, babe, what's wrong? Talk to me. I already know something is wrong. And sometimes and he will call me, was like, what's going on, babe? I didn't hear you. I can sense. Like, we know each other so well, sometimes it's crazy. I was like, and that's why I always give praise to his mom, because as I listen how his mom talked and the responsibility she was to give him and all this thing, I was like, no wonder you're such a gentleman. No wonder you have your shit together, you know? So it's just to let you know, guys, like, don't be afraid for commitments. Commitment, it's a beautiful thing if you find the right partner. Sometimes you think like you don't need a woman, guys. Whenever you feel bad in life, you don't know what to do, just start wandering on a palliative floor. Go visit a palliative floor, guys. A palliative floor will shake your brain. Every single person in this room, there's always that 1%, I always say, because I believe in miracle. I saw miracle happen at work all the time, guys. There's that 1% chance that one person might escape, but that 99%, I'm telling you guys, they are waiting. Their diagnosis, they have between 2 or 6 months to live. And you see the change. You see that person you admitted on Monday, it's completely different on Friday. Like, ready, like, you see, it's like, oh my God. And that's when you see the wife step in. Not the only fan, not the friends, not that who's staying by you. The wife, your kids, what's matter the most. Not all the jewelry, not all this, not that. It's like, it's become like your support system, guys. So there's certain stuff, guys, I don't play with. So from the bottom of my heart, I wanted to say to any black men out there, don't be afraid for commitment. That especially my lovely ladies out there, if you find a man that wants to be committed with you, please take that person. Don't destroy them, because even though it's not something you wasn't used to, you know, make sure you give the person the flowers and enjoy your relationship, because relationship, people keep saying it's hard, it's hard, it's hard. Everything in life is hard, but nothing is hard if it's something you really want to do, you know? Because if you want to be in a relationship, you will do everything in your power to be in relationship. You're going to cultivate that. If you don't want to be in a relationship, you will do everything to destroy it. So you have to find out exactly what you really want. Do you want to be in a relationship? If you want to be in a relationship, please find the right person and make sure you build a strong foundations, and from there, with that foundations, you can survive any storm. That's, for me, I sincerely believe it. And storm will be coming. And I'm telling you, in life, there is different storm. You will be going through storms, but it's best to do it together instead of doing it alone, you know. And relationship give you that comfort when you find the right person. Right now in this era, I feel like people are focusing on the wrong thing. It's all about the Onlyfans, the best, the $25,000 butt chicks, the this and that. But I'm telling you, focus on the integrity, focus on the character. You cannot buy a woman character. You cannot buy somebody's somebody loyalty. Money cannot buy that, you know. It's something, it has to come from that woman that truly love you. So this is it, guys. This is what I wanted to talk to you about today in traffic. This bag, I'm telling you, this bag is small, but I think it's one of the best bag. I can dump so much stuff in this bag. I'm with me. I have my coffee, I have my lunch bag, I have my work phone. That's me now. I am at work. Now I'm going to the library to study. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am going to show you a quick outfit of the day today. Very simple,